Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo Karjalainen. It's good to have you along. Today I'm talking about sponsors and the way that I do these videos. As you may or may not know, well, if you're watching this, you probably know that I buy most of the gear that I review, so you get an honest review. Back in the day, I remember reading Guitar World magazine, I think it was, might have been Guitar Player, and they had a review of an album that I thought the album was terrible, and they said it was really good, and I said to my dad that I can't understand this review. Why are they saying this is good when it's obviously horrible? I was young, remember that. And I remember my dad's answer. My dad's answer was, have you looked at what the record label is, who the record label is? And have you checked the magazine to see if they have ads running in the magazine? And they did. They had ads in basically every issue of Guitar World. And he told me that's what you have to look out for, that they might say it's a good album, but they might not actually like it because they might be afraid of losing the ad money that they get from the record label. So you have to kind of read between the lines and see what they really think. So if they say something is good, it might be that they think it's just mediocre or actually bad. I say might be. I'm not saying that this is always the case. And that stuck with me. And that's what the gear aspect of this video or this channel is based on, is that idea. If companies are sending me stuff and I've based my channel around that, then I'd be really scared to piss these companies off by saying that this and this, well, let's say this guitar is absolute rubbish. When I buy it, I can say whatever I want. But there have been a couple of exceptions to this. Oh, by the way, in terms of guitars, there's another point to this as well. If I say no to people sending me guitars or companies sending me guitars, they can't handpick them. If I buy something at Thomann, of course they might see that it's me buying and might pick a better individual. Sometimes I buy B stock items just because I know they can't handpick that. Plus I save a bit as well. But yeah, there is that. But recently I did the Positive Grid Spark 2 video last Monday, and why did I do that? There is another video happening at some point where I'll be trying something that's been sent to me. Not at liberty to discuss it yet. Why do I do that? Well, in the case of, let's say, for argument's sake, that I buy a 500 euro guitar. Of course, I will sell it on later on. But what will I get for it? I might get 400 euros, 350. So I'm down, let's say 400, I'm down 100 euros. And if I'm down 100 euros, it's not easy to make that back with, let's say, ad revenue or something like that. If someone sends me a 500 euro guitar, well, it's free. I make the video, and then I can sell it on, and I get the 400. So I'm up, in comparison, around 500 euros. And the size of this channel, while this is nowadays my main focus, I'm scraping by. So that's one reason why I said yes to Positive Grid and to the other thing that's coming. But the other more important reason here is I've been asked to do a ton of stuff recently, and I've said no to most of it. Positive Grid and the other thing being the exceptions. I don't want to be giving you dodgy stuff. If I recommend something, I want you to know that I really recommend it. Again, I might be wrong, but at least I'm being honest. And there was an educational platform that wanted to sponsor my videos, and I said no because I had a look at them on Trustpilot and they didn't have a good rating. So I said, yeah, you can keep your money. And that could potentially have been quite a lot of money, because I don't feel like that would... If it doesn't help you, then I'm not doing it. Pure and simple. With Positive Grid, this thing was that I've bought a bunch of their gear and I've basically liked all of it. At least I've not thought any of it has been total rubbish. And I had a look on Trustpilot what people think of Positive gear, And despite there being some customer service stories on the net, the Trustpilot rating was above 4.1 if I remember correctly. And that's good enough. I mean, it's pretty good. Some people are always going to hate. So that's why I said yes. And that's the reason why I make these videos, is to help and inspire you, so you in turn might help and inspire other people. That's really the long and short of it. But I am going to make sponsored videos in the future if there is something that's interesting to me or helpful to you. If you don't want to see sponsored videos on this channel, well, you can support me. If I make enough money that I can say no to everything without having to worry about what the next paycheck is going to look like and are we going to eat next week, then, and without me having to substitute teach for financial reasons, then I'll probably say no to basically everything. Yeah, that's it. If you haven't seen my review of the Spark 2, that's here. Other than that, I hope you have a nice day. Take care. See you. Goodbye.